Hi guys, me. It's Friday afternoon, June the 23rd, 2017, and it's about 98 degrees, supposed to be 104 today in Central Texas. Of course, I'm living here in this wonderful, luxurious travel trailer, and I've got my window air conditioner on, so if you hear a buzzing noise in the background, that's what that is, and I'm not going to turn it off because I will be toast. Anyway, I like the plaque. But anyway, I've been doing some research on the ROADTREK Simplicity SRT. Very confusing, okay? Very confusing. And I'll tell you why. You know, it tells you it has the underhood generator. Well, it does, but you have to pay for it. All right, it's about $3,500. And there's some other things that are just almost obscene, and I'm getting to it right now. Right here, okay. Because I was looking at the price of the options, and of course, a backup camera is not an option. It does not come with a backup camera, nor does it show the backup camera as an option on the Simplicity SRT. There's also a Simplicity, plain old Simplicity, but the only difference is it's a Ram ProMaster 3500 extended van, and it's just longer, and it costs you about $10,000 more. The base model SRT costs $72,209 because I'm on the ROADTREK page, and I'm going to go to the build part where you build your own, and I've been to it 1,600 times. And what I find out is not much. Okay, if you want any color other than white, it's going to cost you $597, and you might as well round that to $600. Okay, and then you have a variety of choices for your interior fabric and your interior cabinet finish. You have one choice. Your interior fabric is called Shadow, and your interior cabinetry finish is called Cherry. That's your only choice, only one. Okay, now we go to next, and we look at the lovely little options. Okay, you can look at the standard coach features, and I'll do that right now, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. For those of you that are looking for a Simplicity SRT, you better be careful. It's got a manual awning, got 11,000 BTU roof mount. It's a low profile roof mount AC, which is good. It's got a bathroom, and here's where you're going to get a little confused. It's got two batteries. All right, one of them says that it's an 800 amp AGM battery. Okay, and it is, but it's not an AGM deep cycle battery. It is an AGM starter battery. It has 800 amps of cranking capacity, which is totally different from a deep cycle battery that you would use to run appliances with. Now, they also have the deep cycle battery, and it is here it is. The AGM battery that you're going to use for your appliances via the inverter, which is a 2,000 watt inverter, which should be adequate. It's an AGM 100 amp battery. Okay, I mean, I have a solar system right now that I used in my pickup with a camper top camping, and it's I've got 120 watts of solar panels, 260 watt panels. It's a Zamp suitcase thing, and then I've got a 110 amp hour battery to run a 10-inch fan and a Dometic CF18 refrigerator, and it does that fine. Okay, it worked real well. Now, my question for ROADTREK and for you guys that are researching ROADTREK SRT and that cute little underhood generator is, you know, that underhood generator puts out a lot of amps, all right? And they tell me that you can charge the 100 amp AGM battery in just a few minutes. That's not going to happen. It might. We'll see. But even if you did recharge it, you know, how long will that run an 11,000 BTU air conditioner? In other words, if you pull over to camp for an evening in an area where it's rather warm, and you're going to have to run your air conditioner from, say, 11 in the morning till 8 at night when it cools down, what's happening here? What's happening? The underhood generator, you leave the motor running all the time, or do you let the motor run for a while, the generator charges up the battery, and then you cut off the engine for how many hours? How long will that charged up 100 amp battery run the microwave and the refrigerator and all that other stuff? I can tell you right now, 100 amp battery ain't going to run it very long. So it appears to me that you may be starting that little booger a lot more than you think, or you may be letting it idle. Now I'll tell you something about, I've got a Ram pickup. It's a 2017 V6, okay? And I've only had it a few months, but it's a V6. It's the same engine as the Simplicity SRT has. It's the same chassis, same everything, I guess, but it doesn't matter. It's the same engine. It's the V6. And I can tell you this, whenever you're letting that engine idle for any length of time, you can pull up, let's say you pull into a place and get some food and you're sitting there waiting for the food to be ready, you ordered it to go. All right, if you pull in and on your little monitor it shows that your miles per gallon at that point is 24 miles per gallon, 24.0. That's your average MPG. If you sit there in that parking lot with that engine running on that V6, you will watch it go 23.9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in a matter of about 30 minutes. So even on idling, that truck, that V6 uses some fuel. Now how much it is, I don't know, but when you see your miles per gallon dropping from 24 to 23 in a matter of about, say, 25 minutes, makes me wonder, because what that tells me is if you had to run your generator several hours, in other words, you had to run the engine several hours to keep your camper cool, running the air conditioner, this thing may eat right into your pocketbook as much or more than a regular generator. I don't know. I mean, these are just things I'm thinking about now as I'm getting nearer and nearer to making a purchase, because the only way I could be able to purchase it now is just order a new one and try to work out a deal that way. But that's just a few things that I've run into. Now the TV cost, now I got to tell you about that. That's something that you'll really like. Of course, you can get an outdoor shower. I would not get one. It's like $558 for an outdoor shower. You got an indoor shower. What the hell you need that for? I mean, I'd realize it's cute and it's got hot and cold water, and if you got 16 kids and 4 dogs, maybe you need to do that. If you want the rear power sofa, that's $1,000. If you want a television, now this is a killer. Of course, the television comes, I think, a television, let me see if it tells us. It's a package. Yeah, it is. Okay, the television is a 24-inch flat screen TV on rotating bracket and Blu-ray player. All right. Now, I'm told, one, that it's just a regular Blu-ray player, and that, if you want to watch Netflix, Hulu, Stream Pandora, and all that stuff, you're going to have to work out something else. All right. Now, another guy, salesman, told me that, well, no, it's got a smart Blu-ray player, and you can do the Netflix and stuff through the TV using that. Well, baloney. I'm not going to get a TV either. I'm not going to get a TV. I'm not going to get the rear power sofa, because the fixed platform bed will work for me. Will it work for anybody else? I do not know. An outdoor shower. I've got an outdoor shower on this RV, travel trailer. I'm full-time for over 20 years. I've pulled travel trailers all over everywhere. I've had 3 that have had an outdoor shower. Did I use it? No. Did I use the awning? Extremely rarely. Extremely rarely. Now this one comes with a manually operated, boy, big deal. It doesn't take anything to put out an awning. I mean, it just rolls out and then rolls right back up. Big deal. Nothing to that. So anyway, so whenever you're looking at, as far, of course, this generator under hood, it's $3,600. Now, apparently it's a damn good, all it is an alternator that puts out a high volume of amps. And I'm sure, yeah, it's a 200 amp, 12 volt alternator, basically, generator, same thing. And 200 amps, 280 amps, That's a ton. That's a ton, because my little solar panels will only put out, if I get 7 or 8 amps in direct sunlight with my 120 watt solar panel, that's good. Okay, so it takes a long time to charge the 110 amp AGM deep cycle battery that I have in my setup currently. Now this tells me, apparently, if you got a 200 amp battery, charger, underhood generator, that it's going to fill up that 100 amp AGM battery really quick, that's good, wonderful. But how long will that run the 11,000 BTU air conditioner? Nobody can tell me that. Nobody can tell me that. They just tell you, you need to leave the motor idling, and that turns the generator, and when the battery gets low, it'll fill it back up. Well, hell, man, you leave that motor running long enough, you're going to have to spend a few bucks. But, again, these are just questions that I can't find answers to, and if some of you stumble into them, and one of the questions I really have, and I'm having difficulty, really, I've called ROADTREK, and you don't talk to a human, you do the chat room, chat stuff back and forth, zero, forget that. But if someone knows or has a ROADTREK, I don't care what kind, if it has the underhood generator, please let me know how long that underhood generator has to run to charge the 100 amp deep cycle battery. That's one question. Number two, once that 100 amp battery is charged and putting stuff through the inverter to run the 11,000 BTU air conditioner, how long will it run the air conditioner? Will it run it 4 or 5 hours? Will it run it all day? I doubt it, but be interesting to know, because then that tells me how many times you're going to have to start. Now, what about at night? What if you want to leave the air conditioner running all night, like I used to do in my Prius? Well, the Prius has some super technology that when the batteries get low, the lithium batteries in the Prius, then the engine automatically starts up and recharges the batteries. Does that happen with this one? I don't think so. I think you have to start the engine yourself manually, and then it will charge the battery in a matter of, I don't know, I'm going to say minutes. It has to be at that rate. And then you got to go back to bed. I don't think that's going to work. But anyway, for those, if there's a ROADTREK person that watches this video that has the underhood generator, I don't care what model you've got, just leave a comment on my channel, Rusty78609, and let me know how that thing works for you. I mean, does it really work? And here's another thing. As far as the TV, I'm not going to get a TV. So, I mean, I can buy a TV at Walmart, a 19-inch something smart TV for 150 bucks, and I can buy a little old an antenna that you can stick on the window for $50, and that'll do all I want to do, because I don't watch television anyway. But all I want to do is use the TV monitor and my Verizon smartphone with a hotspot feature and connect it to the smart TV, so that I can, whenever I have a cell signal, that I can watch YouTube videos, or I can stream Pandora and so forth. And then of course I'd have to arrange to have some kind of a sound system so you could hear it in different parts of the RV. Is that a problem? No, 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 no. They make cute little speakers that are Bluetooth. Yeah, that's all you need. But anyway, so there's $849 for a TV. Don't need that. Rear power sofa, for me, I don't need that. Outdoor shower, don't need that. That's $1,300, and they got a super mattress, I guess. But you cut out about $1,500 right there. The one I configured for me was about $72,000. I think that's their total list price. But let me tell you something about the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Okay, I looked at one and a dealer near where I live. All right, it's a 2017 tan. They're going to add the screen package. They're going to add a Sirius radio and some other stuff. Well, the list price on that thing listed for $80,100. All right. The price they quoted me finally, after much haggling back and forth, was 66,000 plus tax drive out. All right, which came to be about $70,000 in Texas because we have a sales tax rate of 6.25%. So what does that tell you? Whenever you see this 72,200 MSRP or whatever it is, well, let me tell you, this one listed for 80. You understand? 80. All right. So that's 14,000. So if you take 14,000, wait a minute, is that more? This is 76. No, that's 14,000 that they came off of that list price. Well, if you take 14,000 off of 72, you're down to 58. All right. Can I do that? Sounds a lot better than 66. So anyway, that's where I am. I'm just going to order one. Here's something else. I had someone say, well, contact the people in Canada that make it and order it from there, and then you have to pay shipping fee. Well, that's sort of correct. The real correct way is you contact ROADTREK, which I did today, and you're going to find out this. They're not going to do that. They're not. You know, what they'll do is they will give you the information about dealers in your area, and you can contact a dealer because everything goes through the dealer network. And so you're not going to go around that. Not any way I know of. So you go to the dealer and you tell them you want to order a ROADTREK. Well, then you go into the F&I finance guy and you work the deal or whatever you do, and then you put up a deposit, and then the one that I'm thinking about ordering, they have two on order now from the dealer that I'm talking to, and so they're just going to substitute one of those for the one I want, a white one, and with the stuff that I want, because their order's not being built yet. It's just in line to be built. The delivery date for this particular product would be in the first week of October. You hear me? So that's August, September, October. That's it's the July, August, September. So you got around 100 days, a little over 3 months before it's delivered. And but to get what you want, sometimes you got to be patient. Am I going to be able to do this? I doubt it. But we'll see. But having said that, the whole purpose of this video is just to give you a heads up on some of the things you're going to run into when you're looking at buying, I guess not any ROADTREK, but particularly the ROADTREK Simplicity SRT, because you're going to see things like it's got an 800 amp AGM battery. It does. That's a starter battery. All right. It's got 800 starting amps or whatever it is. It can shoot out a big charge to start the engine. That's really great. That's not going to help you run the AC. And then the TV cost, paint cost, and some other things. The vehicle radio, by the way, does not have Sirius. All right, that's not even an option. All right, it doesn't even show it as an option. It looks all the individual, and then you go to the standard features. And every time I call it, oh yeah, it's got Sirius. If you got it free for 1 year, where the hell do you get it? You don't even, the radio doesn't even have. You don't even have the antenna. Okay, but it says it's got the radio. It just says AM, FM, MP3. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have a CD. It's no disc or whatever. No Sirius. No nothing. It comes with a transmission. I want to tell you that. And it's got power exterior mirrors. It's got the same engine I've got in my truck, 3.6 liter V6, cruise control, climate control, and then shows battery 800 amp, and you're going to think, boy, that's really a great one. It ain't. It's just a starter battery. My pickup probably has the same thing. The alternators, the regular alternator is 220 amp. But anyway, so you just have to be careful. And it says individual options. There's none. I mean, you got paint. And that's about it. So having said all that, guys, I hope I've really confused you, because now I've really confused myself. But anyway, it's crazy. It's like, the more you dig or the more you examine the product, the more questions you have, and then you start having difficulty getting answers that are reliable, and you're trying to make a big decision. But anyway, having said that, from live and in color from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty 78609 saying adios, don't carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Buy USA made when you can, except when you got to buy something from Canada because you can't find it in USA. I've looked at Winnebago and some other things, won't work. Van bills and all that stuff I'm not too excited about. So anyway, What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. You may TT like a racehorse or a 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you'll feel a hell of a lot better. And what else? Take deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and what? Reason you do that is to relieve stress. Relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure, you'll feel better, your heart will last longer, and so will you. Because when the heart's gone, you're going to be worrying about buying a ROADTRek. So what else? Stretch, walk, eat good, and all that stuff. And this video went longer than I thought, but that's the way it is. And I hope somebody out there has a ROADTRek and has that underhood generator and can give us some good info on it, because it is damn hard to find it. Anyway guys, adios, bye bye.